Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria 2, where we're about to finish up business regulations. We're also going to be attacking France quite soon. So that's, all good things. Very happy about that. And once we finish business regs, we are absolutely going to be holding off on any other research for right now until we can get analytic philosophy, which is 1870. There's our CB against France, and we want to utilize that ASAP. So we are going to do so. Now you can see that there's a fair amount of French armies around. That's fine. We're going to prepare a little bit here. I'm just checking to see if we have any other armies that need to be shuffled about. These armies are still being recruited, so we're going to hold off on those for right now. Okay. I think we're pretty much ready to just straight up declare. What state do we want? That's the question. We could go for one of these down here. We could go for trying to clean up some of this border gore. I don't really care one way or the other. I think we'll go for that one. These over here. So let's go ahead and declare war on them for... that would be this state here that I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce. Excellent. So France is a little bit upset with us. I don't understand why, but whatever. If that's the way they want to be, so be it. We're going to crush a few of their brigades that are here. Excellent. Now, this force here is slightly overextended. We're going to pull it over this way and not attack with it just yet. But we are going to go straight for Paris. Wonderful. This force is also potentially slightly overextended, which was why we were raising this force. And this one being slightly overextended is why we were raising this force. They just weren't ready in time. But that's okay. Okay, so we're going to kill some French people here. That's fine. These armies actually spread out. I like it. Okay, so there's our business regs finishing up. We're now going to bank up research for a while. Actually, should we, though? Because previously it capped at about 6,000. Those are some very good offensive inventions. Also colonial negotiations. 9417. If we were to start this, I wish it said in this tooltip here, I wish it said how long it would take to research. But I think we can change our research anyway, right? Yes, we can change our research. So that's fine. This will actually be done before 1870. So we'll call that good. Okay, we're winning many of these battles. That was, of course, 100% expected. We're going to take this army down here to fight this French force. These guys, they should probably be invading. Okay. Seems good. I want these guys to start taking out some of these French brigades over here. Okay, we won that battle. That's absolutely fine. We're going to come up here. Wonderful. Calaturis being jerks. To no one's surprise. You see, this is indicative that we need to bring in reinforcements. This is going to take a while to get there. We may have to retreat here. But this is what I meant by this army was overextended. So that was expected, but this is buying us time in other locations. So that should be fine. The core French army is over here. The moment these guys arrive, like that, we're going to retreat. And that is a perfect retreat. Absolutely ideal. And now we've got their reinforcements cut off. This is an autosave here, because it's the first. That's fine. We're going to come over here and fight this force. This, we may end up needing some reinforcements for. They're rolling pretty well. We have crossing and dig-in penalties. Fair enough. We can group up these armies and see just how far we get. Okay. This force is going to reinforce a bit. We're still doing vaguely okay here. Okay. We're going to come over and reinforce. Should be fine. We didn't lose any units here, so that's great. And this war appears to be pretty well under control in theory. We're going to move in this force over here. These guys we're going to hold off on reinforcing with until we see, yep, that it is in fact necessary. Okay. So we won this battle over here. Excellent. And it's mostly this region over here that we're struggling with, but that was exactly expected. And now that the reinforcements are there, no problem. In theory. Still a problem, looks like. Were they just rolling incredibly well there? Oh wow, that leader defense. Now that's what's doing it. Okay. Noted. We're gonna retreat. Leader defense, OP. Okay, what did we end up losing in terms of actual brigades there? We lost a unit of infantry and artillery. So let's go ahead and recruit some of those up. We're going to do it right here. So a unit of infantry and a unit of artillery. Both of those should come up relatively soon. These guys can attack down this way. These guys can attack this way. These guys can actually come fight this French force. You guys can... Oh, we can't cross that because of the French ships, right. These guys can attack over here. This is fine. Okay. Sounds good. We won the Battle of Prague. That's not a shock. We're going to march up this direction and see if we can catch anything. The answer is, I believe we can. Okay, so I want the 10K, or the one that didn't lose any brigades. Wait. Okay, it was selecting the same one repeatedly for reasons. We're going to move them down over this way. And actually, no, we're not. Not that far anyway. We're going to just put them in Dijon. There we go. And then we're going to come up over here. You guys are going to see if you can cut off these reinforcements trying to flow this way. And over here, we're just going to come up here. Now, my main concern here is that these guys head south before we get reinforced ticks. We'll see if that happens. That is the main concern. They are heading into Nancy. We're going to get a reinforced tick in just a couple days. And we have this army here that's going to get a reinforced tick as well. How strong of a reinforced tick? That's a strong reinforced tick. Our organization is still very, very low. They did decide to attack. We're going to pile in extra troops over here. And at the same time, we're going to come in this way to try to put some pressure on these forces. If we have to retreat this, we have to retreat this. But with this numerical advantage, I think we're going to be fine. That reinforced tick really saving the day there, though. You guys can attack Paris. Continue to group up. Excellent. As soon as this siege is done, we're going to be in a great position. And yeah, France actually wants peace. That's nice. I don't want peace with France yet. Although I am thinking about adding a Wargle. And that Wargle would be Schlesien over here. Yeah, I'm okay with it. Acquire state. Where is it? Here it is. We'll gain 11 infamy. Okay, so the infamy doesn't cap at 100, but the display does. Noted. That's fine. That's absolutely fine, in fact. We're going to attack over here, and the French really don't have the numbers to hold us off. They really, really don't. I'd love to attack over here. We're lacking organization over here for sure. But that's something that time will come back with. Time will buy us that organization. Hello, patents. Excellent. Okay, I'm just letting this battle wrap up here. And I'm checking in over here. We're going to absolutely attack there. Fantastic. And we'll attack there as well. This French army over here is vaguely annoying, but no more than vaguely. Okay, let's get more of this border gore cleared up. That'll be fantastic. I want you guys to come up here and attack this 9k stack. This French army just suicided into us. France is offering us peace. We can't add a Wargle because of Jingoism. That's absolutely fine. We're going to acquire both of these. Perfect. Okay. So that cleaned up some of the French border gore. There is, of course, additional French border gore. These should all be in reasonably fine locations to regenerate and reorganize. In fact, these are already in fine locations for that. I'm going to just tick it forward a day here. Not sure why these guys are showing as black flagged, but whatever. Okay, that's actually 49 there. We'll move to Dijon. There we go. Excellent. Okay, so that war was quite successful. We have a single unit of infantry right here. I'm confused by this. That's not the infantry unit that we got over here. Maybe it was intended to go here. I will assume that that was the case. Hopefully that was indeed the case. And yeah, we have some major border gore to still clean up with France, but we'll continue that slowly over time. We can only get 2 states at a time because of the... Just wondering what's going on here. We can only get 2 states at a time because of the Jingoism. But let's see. Okay, fair enough. Guess that just needed to be grouped up. Excellent. I want to check in on our infrastructure here quick. Oh, there's some revolts in Rhodesia. Okay. Where is Rhodesia? We'll let them spawn here. Coptic, that's fine. Rhodesian War of Independence. Okay, right here. Well, that should be no problem. We're going to group this up. We're going to split it in half, and then in half again. And then we're going to split this unit in half. We're going to send them all up over here. And then this one will go here. This one will go here. This one will go here. Now that war isn't going to be fully under control just yet. We're also going to bring in this army, and we're going to split it in half, and then in half one more time. We don't need all of them over here, but this unit can go to Harare, and then this unit to Hwange. Wonderful. So that war is under control. Absolutely nothing that needs to be done there. And we'll just let our armies reorg a bit. Glorious. I would love to enact some more reforms. Going down to acceptable or good school systems would be amazing, but unfortunately, that's not currently an option. That trademark probably helps us a fair amount. But let's sort by factories here and take a look at our extant factories. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Why does Sudan only have plus 16% infrastructure? What you doing, Sudan? Waiting on timber. Fair enough. But we can do a reform now. Acceptable school system. Yes, please. And we're going to take the prestige bump. Excellent. Our population is coming up quite dramatically now. Look at that. It's just ticking away. I love it. So we're going to continue to grab territory from France. I'm not too concerned about grabbing territory over here. Maybe fight Pratiharis at some point. It is allied with Tondo, Devagiri, and Pratihara, Australia. That would be a bigger fight, absolutely, than fighting France, and I kind of don't want to do it. At least not yet. The French army is trying to rebuild a bit. There's only so much that they can actually do. This is 802. Okay. We'll group all that up. In favor of 14-hour workday? Yeah, I too am in favor of 14-hour workday, so we will, we'll work towards that. We can't pass it right now, though. Absolutely not right now. Okay, let's check in on some of these armies. That's 10-4 right now. This unit of artillery, of course, goes here. 9-5. Okay, so you need a unit of infantry. There we go. Actually, once we have these breech-loaded rifles, we can start getting guards. So that might be something we want to do. Yeah, we may want to hold off on that. I didn't mean to nationalize that bank. It just kind of accidentally happened. Gotta love it when you're accidentally nationalizing banks. I think we're just going to wait for breech-loaded rifles to come in before we remake any additional troops, because we'll be able to make guards. So that'll be fine. We've got plenty of tax space to work with. Yeah, I think that's completely fine. And then we're just going to bank up for a few days and immediately begin work on analytic philosophy after that. So we're almost into 1870. So that'll be our top priority. Our infamy is up there. Oh yeah, we are at war. I briefly forgot about this war. Okay. I feel like these guys should move into Bulawayo. There we go. I think they were supposed to be there anyway, but I made a mistake. That's my own fault. Hello, breech-loaded rifles. Oh, and look at that. I love it. Okay, so now we're going to save up our research points for about a month. But we also want to look into creating guards. Now, I seem to remember that these are in some way limited. Now, they're not available here anyway. Maybe they're only available in your primary culture. Allows construction of guard. Can't mouse over that. Okay, so let's check in our primary culture. Somewhere like here. guards. Okay, so they have 9 attack, 4 defense, as opposed to infantry, which have actually the same number of stats, just arrayed differently. Maneuver of 1, maneuver of 2. And infantry have 210%, so guards take less supply. They're better in attack, but worse in defense. They also take a bunch more materials. So they're really not that much better. I think we're going to keep going with infantry. So this over here is lacking 2 units of Dragoon and 2 units of infantry. So we'll recruit up infantry, infantry, Dragoon, and Dragoon. Excellent. I think all of our other armies are still good to go, though. You guys can group up. Excellent. Oh, we're missing 3 units of cavalry, or not cavalry, of artillery as well. I was thinking that that math wasn't adding up. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Excellent. Now we just wait until 1870. We've banked up almost 1,000 research points. Fantastic. So I definitely wanted to pause the game there. I mean, it actually doesn't matter because of the way that the banking works, but we will grab analytic philosophy now. Wonderful. When will that finish up? 1.5 years, allegedly. Okay, well, we definitely want it. Sound of cannons shall dissuade them. Okay, we've got another rebellion going on here. They're Coptic, of course. Transylvania, huh? Well, Transvaal, I guess. We'll move this army southward. We'll move this army into here, and then once they're there, we'll move this army southward. Kalaturis being jerks again. They are currently there, so they can take over this siege. Wonderful. And then once this siege finishes up, we'll swap positions here. Which they'll be done shortly. 97, 99, there we go. These guys can come on south. Now. And then there's just going to be this location. And that's fine. I mean, honestly, we could split this force in half. And send these guys here. There we go. There's that war taken care of. Once we group those back up, we'll check to make sure we haven't lost any full brigades to attrition. We may. We definitely may lose some full brigades to attrition. Pull these guys back. Absolutely fine. Okay, now that we're properly through our stored points, let's see where this is going to finally rest at. 1871, 615. Fine. That is fine. Not too concerned. Well, these 2 wars are definitely finished up. Our truce with France is going to be over eventually. 1874. So that's when we're going to start cleaning up more of the French border gore. I want to get these areas. I want to get this island. I want to get this, including this little island up here. This, 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 and then there's this exclave. And then there's just the mess that is contiguous France. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. Oh, we won a battle down here. They managed to get a troop raised. Good for them. We're minus 77% here. We're just going to finish up the sieges, I think. Not too concerned. I do want to check in on Sudan, see if it managed to get its lumber that it needed. Or rather, timber. Does not appear to have. We may want to consider building a timber factory. Oh hey, at some point we just moved up to rank 1 in the Great Power list. We'll take that. It's a paper mill, cement factory. Can we just do a lumber mill to output timber? Let's see, requires daily cost, 98 lumber. Timber is processed into lumber. Yeah, we just need timber. So we need the raw material for the railroads. Okay, good to know. That is absolutely fine. Well, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Next episode, we'll have this situation taken care of, and we're probably going to consider attacking France at some point in the near future. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I'll see you all next time when we learn that the near future means 1874.